Yo, 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 what up? What up? What's good? Hey, hey. Now, I know this game is pretty much a blowout. I got 71 to 43. Um, the Detroit Pistons suck. Milwaukee's supposed to be winning this game. They're going to dominate the game. I just watched, wow, okay. I thought I just saw Giannis shoot a three, but that just showed Portis Jr. out here dominating. You know, you got Portis Jr. dominating. You know you're in trouble when you got a guy like Portis Jr. dominating. Now, my thing is, some stuff I wanted to talk about. You saw my New York Knicks last night beat down um, the Phoenix Suns, right? Well, I wouldn't say beat down, but they beat the Phoenix Suns. Um, Jalen Bronson dropped 50 on the Phoenix Suns. You know, so now people are starting to wonder: is Kevin Durant a top five player in the league? Is he even a top 10 player in the league? When you realistically think about it, Kevin Durant may be one of these guys that's living off reputation. He may be living off the fact that he used to be a superstar or a guy that's considered a top five player in the world. But realistically, as of right now, 2023, you know, is he a top five best player in the game? And I will argue that he may not be. He may actually not be a top five player in the game. Now you got him, guys like him and Kawhi, who are basically at this point in their careers like shells of themselves. They're not the same players that they used to be. Correct? Um, they have some moments where they still rise to the occasion. You know, they still are at least all-star material. Okay, if they went down from being a superstar, then they get downgraded to being just an all-star. That's pretty good to just being an all-star, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it that Kevin Durant went down in his career, but you can also make a play that, hey, it could be the team that he plays on. Because look at Dame, right? Dame went down, but Dame was never a superstar. Dame Dollar is a guy that was always a number two. Now he's on a team that fits with what he's supposed to be, which is a number two, right? So it's a complete different situation, you know. So realistically, you got pretenders and you got contenders, even being from an all-star to a superstar, right? So you can make a case that KD is a pretender because he can't elevate his team to wins. He could get numbers, but he can't elevate his team to winning while playing on a team that got pretty good pieces that should be winning games, right? So if you can't elevate your team to winning, then you're not that good. And that brings me to the Lakers. To sit out Anthony Davis and LeBron James when realistically you're supposed to be playing games. That's what you get paid to do. You don't get paid to just take days off if you don't feel like playing basketball. To me, I think that's low management. This is why a career like LeBron James has been prolonged. Is because um, the man don't play 82 games. Okay, if he played 82 game seasons, his career been over a lot quicker. But he probably would have won more because he would have taken it more serious, right? So I'd rather sacrifice a longevity career for winning more in a shorter time frame. But that's just me. You know, to me, playing at a high level and losing is not good basketball to me. But nevertheless, the Lakers are playoff contenders, title contenders, and I don't cover them losing games as much because they're not in a doghouse. If the playoffs was to start today, the Lakers would be a 6 seed. So it doesn't matter if the Lakers lose a game or two now, right? Because they come back and win. If they win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game, you can say they're inconsistent. But what you can't say is that they're a losing franchise because collectively, as they're sitting, they're like the 6 seed, right? They won't even be in the play-in if the playoffs were to start today. It only lose for the Lakers if they lose games. They go in a 3 game, a 4-game, a 5-game losing streak, then we have something to talk about. We have absolutely nothing to talk about if these guys win 2 games, lose 1, win 2 games, lose 1. They're staying above 500, and that's all you can ask for a title contender. You know, so I don't make big deals out of title contenders losing games if they're still above 500. I make a big deal when you're not above 500. And you're supposed to be a title contender and you're supposed to be winning games. You got the roster to prove it. Now, one of the main reasons I went live for this was because I believe Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in basketball. Sure, he has some flaws, but he's my guy for best player in the world. You know, but the playoffs is the time to prove that. That's where it matters the most. You know, it's pointless covering a title contending team if they're winning more games than they lose. It's only news when they're losing games and they're not supposed to be. Okay? So those of you that sit there and say, oh, why you don't criticize this? Why you don't criticize that? It's because it's not my job to criticize LeBron James every time they lose. All right? If they lose a game every now and then, but they still in the playoff hunt, I got no problem with that. To me, they're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing in the regular season. I will have a problem with the Lakers if they're just resting guys for no reason. I thought the NBA was cracking down on guys just taking load management and missing games, right? So without no significant injury, I don't think you should be missing games. Now, I do understand LeBron James is an older player, and he's going to have nights when he's just not performing well, but you know what? It comes with the package. It comes with the package. That's just the reality of the situation. You're almost, you're getting old, and I mean, and that is what it is. But if you're playing at a high level, people suspect you to be there suited up playing. You're supposed to play every single night if you can. Go to your job every single night. There's no days off. We're men. We don't get to complain and have days off. I go to work every single day if I'm physically capable of going to work. Okay? Even if I have a little cold here and there, I still go to work. I don't take no days off. Nobody should take days off. If you're on this earth, you don't take days off at all. I'm 100% against load management and players just having games off. No. I don't care what age you are. If you're a professional basketball player, you're getting paid millions of dollars. I'm not feeling sorry for you. You're supposed to play every single game, every single night, if you're physically capable of doing so. There's no days off. Yeah, G-Money, it's a 22 game slide. Yeah, Pistons suck. He said Bucks curb stopping them. Yeah, they are, man. But you know what? You got one title contender going up against a non-title contender. So I know the Lakers lost to the Spurs. Technically, they shouldn't be losing to the Spurs. Spurs was like on an 18-game losing streak. But this team got a long way to go. And it's going to be a long time before they even be called good. So my expectations for the Spurs is not high. I don't suspect them to win. I necessarily don't suspect them to lose in certain fashions, but I suspect them to lose more than win. Let's just put it that way. Okay? It's news for the Spurs to win games, not lose games. It's news for the Lakers to lose games, not win games. That's the difference. So if the Lakers are winning games, that's what a title contender is supposed to be doing. You should not be shocked. Don't be shocked by teams that's supposed to be winning, that actually winning games. Yeah, we outshot and outsplashed the Suns. Now the Suns are a disappointment. The Suns are a team worth talking about. Because you got a guy in Kevin Durant that's not answering the call. Period. You're on the title contending team. And you came here from playing with other all-stars with the Brooklyn Nets. How many rosters is this guy going to have and continue to lose games? So accountability has to be held. Period. We got ourselves a new title contending team that's underachieving. Period. Now you may say, hey, why you don't criticize Kevin Durant the same way you criticize LeBron? Is because they're two complete different players and they have different measuring sticks. LeBron James' measuring stick is that of people that say he's in the top 5, right? So I judge him on those merits. Now, hell, half of you guys have him in your top 5. So I judge him by those merits. So it's a little more higher. But that doesn't mean I don't judge Kevin Durant, as you just seen me criticize him from the beginning of this video. Yeah, he could. But, I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda. The only one way to find out is to see. You just got to see. You got to win enough games. But I'm not down for a 6 seed winning MVP. So I wouldn't give LeBron MVP unless he's in a 1 to 3 seed. I don't really co-sign 6 seeds winning a MVP, because that means there's 5 other teams with a superstar on it that's playing a little better. That's just me. I'm always going to reward a higher seed, because if you don't reward the team that has a higher seeding, what you're effectively doing is saying that a 1 seed, a 2nd seed, a 3rd seed don't matter. And if that's the case, then we shouldn't even have seedings no more then. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But you know what? It is what it is, though, G Money. We have to always tell people realistic stuff. Okay? If I was some fat slob out of shape and you just sit there, pat me on the back, say, hey, man, you're not fat. Nah, dog, I'm fat. Okay? If you're fat, you're fat. Just be realistically about it. Now, you could do something about it, go to the gym and lose weight, take a diet, or you can sit there and accept reality that you're fat. Simple. You know? You know. Thank you. Thank you. Man, that's a wise and smart thing to say. You know? That's a wise and thing to say. That's true. That is true. You know? But people have a problem sometimes with the fact that if a team that has high hopes, they're title contenders, and they're not doing their job, I have to address that. It's simple. If the Lakers was on a 10-game losing streak with 2 of the top 10 best players in the world, allegedly, with solid role players, I'd be all over them. Why? Because they're not supposed to be in that position. LeBron James is impressive. He is playing pretty good this year. No doubt about it. I mean, he got the pat on the back award with the in-season tournament award, but he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. It's only news if he's not doing this. This is a guy that's projected as a top 10 player in the league. He's on a title contending team that was in the Western Conference Finals. So they're supposed to be winning games. It's only news if they're losing. The Suns are supposed to be winning games. Yeah. Yes, we got to see it play out. Me personally, I don't reward 6 seeds, like I said. I reward 1 to 3 mostly. 1 to 3 is my limit. 4, 5, 6, and anything outside of that starts to get a little risky for me. But I can't give somebody an 8th seed, 7th seed, an MVP award if I know there's 7 other teams that's going to the playoffs with superstars that probably did a better job, and particularly a 1 seed and a 2nd seed. Seeding does matter to a certain extent because it has to be rewarded. Since we're in the day and age of giving people awards, you give people awards for an in-season tournament. You better give somebody an award for being the number 1 seed. If If everything is going to be rewarded, then the number one seed should always be in talks of an MVP award. Yeah, he probably has. He probably has. I mean, let's just see. There's Giannis. There's Joker. Do you get KDs in there? I mean, you could make a case. I mean, if you don't have LeBron in your top 5 for best players in the game, you probably have him at 6. But I could see somebody saying a Luka, Joker, Giannis, Embiid. There's a lot of guys having fantastic seasons. Now you have KD at 6. Okay, so I was just talking about KD. KD's going to get a little more and lower to me because he's on a title contending team and he's underachieving. Period. Even if he's not playing with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker consistently, he's still playing with one of them. And they should still have a better record than what they have. Okay? It's just simple as that. If the playoffs was to start today, where would the Suns be? Where would the Suns be ranked if the playoffs was to start today? If you're in the chat, G Money, let me know. If the playoffs was to start right now, where would the Phoenix Suns be? Okay, see, 10th. That's unacceptable for a team that's supposed to be title contenders. There's no way a team like Phoenix Suns is supposed to be a 10th seed. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That's underachieving. Because if we switch roles and the Lakers was in it, I will be telling you the same thing. But the Lakers are, I think, currently sitting at 6. Because I'm telling you this from the top of my dome. All right. Hold on, G Money. Let me take this off. I gotta fix this audio a little bit. Stay right there. Let me just fix this audio. All right. Say something now.
All right. How you doing, man? Happy Saturday.
Hey, what's up? What's
going on? What's shaking and baking? Right now, the Lakers are 8th right now. The Rockets are the 6th seed. The Rockets are the 6th seed.
Okay. I was I'm saying off the top of my dome. I remember the Lakers was sitting at 6 at one point. They just moved down?
Yeah, now they're 8th because they lost. Now they're 8th, yeah.
Damn, that show you how good the West is. So you mean to tell me one loss puts that Lakers back at 8?
Yeah, the 8. Yeah, I'm checking right now. Lakers 8, Pels 9, Suns are 10.
So here's a risky thing then. There's even more importance to why guys like AD and LeBron should be playing as much games as possible without no load management because this is the Western Conference. You could be 1 to 2. You could be 1 to 2 games out of the playoff picture.
That is true because if you're in the play-in, which is 7 through 10, that's not the playoffs. So 1 through 6, you make the actual playoffs, meaning that if you're 1 through 6, you get a week off. If you're 7, 8, if you're fighting for a 7 or 8 seed, the bet you're gonna have some. You're gonna even play. That means you will have less days off, and that means that if you win the play-in, the play-in goes as follows: the 7 and 8 seed play 1 game for 7. If you lose that game, you're gonna be playing the winner of 9-10 to play for 8.
Right, and for the Phoenix Suns or the Lakers, that's pretty much unacceptable because all it takes is just because you're in the play-in don't guarantee a playoff spot. Exactly. Anything can happen, and you could lose, and you may not even make the postseason.
That's true. Tell that to the Cavs and the Hawks in 2022. Tell that to the Warriors in 2021. Yep.
Right. So you want to win as much games as possible in the regular season, and you want to keep your team afloat, especially if you're in a loaded Western Conference, because the Western Conference got a lot of good teams, and teams could just catch hot at any given moment. We didn't even talk about the Kings and I know the Pelicans is up and down sometimes, but any team could catch hot in the West.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
The last time I checked, I believe Dallas Mavericks was like the 3rd seed. I don't know if they still sitting.
4th right now. The Mavs are 4th. The Thunder are 3rd. OKC's third, Dallas is fourth.
See? Now, this was only a couple days ago when I remembered this. So this means this must change like almost in a 2 days time frame.
Like musical chairs. It's going to continue to be musical chairs in the West.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, anything can happen. The playoffs was to start right now. The Dallas Mavericks will be in the postseason. That's great.
Ironically, if the season would end right now, they'll be playing the Kings in the first round. You want to hear this? The last time the Kings won a series, ironically, they beat the Mavs in the first round, 2004. What a coincidence!
That's crazy. Zach says, "Where do you rank KD?"
I say
currently in the NBA.
Let me see. My top 5 is Joker, Greek Freak, Chef Curry,
Embiid.
Man, I'm going Tatum. I think Tatum to me is better than Embiid, in my opinion.
Ooh, okay.
Tatum,
okay.
Man, Embiid or Luka, that's tough.
Damn. But will KD at least be in? Is KD in your top 10 for current players?
KD's in my top 10. KD's in my top 10.
Okay.
I think a little bit. Where would I? My top 4 is Jokic, Giannis, Curry, Tatum. My number 5, man, this is hard, man, because let's see, Embiid has an MVP and a scoring title. At the same time, Luka been to a conference final.
Embiid is still having a good regular season right now.
Obviously, they're a tie. 5 or 6 Luka and Embiid, they're a tie with me. You can flip either 5 or 6 Embiid / Luka, they're a tie.
Okay, so that's 5 and 6. Now, where's number 7? Now we're at number 7 then.
KD. I got put KD at number 7.
Okay, all right. What's the Suns' record currently right now?
They're 13 and 12.
Oh man, that's unacceptable though.
Yeah, they should be better than that. I was happy and upset. I'm happy because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm upset also because I like the Suns. So I'm happy and upset. Man, Jalen Brunson. Man, the Suns got hit with the Brunson blizzard last night.
Oh yeah, man, you got a little soft spot for the Suns, man. You need to take a trip to Phoenix, I think.
At some point, though. So Zach has Giannis, Jokic, LeBron. LeBron's too high. Curry, Embiid. Okay, LeBron's way too high. Giannis.
Yeah.
Jokic,
Now that I think of it, I don't think I could put probably LeBron in my top 5. I think
LeBron's top 10-ish around that. Yeah.
Top 10-ish. Probably LeBron around 7 to 8. You could flip flop.
Right, and Embiid and Luka are tied with me, 5, 6, 6. They're tied. It's hard for me to pick either guy. So I like his first 2. Giannis, you can make a case for Giannis. I think Jokic, number 1, you can make a case for Giannis. Number 2, Jokic. We're just talking about right now, just right now. Jokic, number 2. Okay, I like that.
Where's AD on this list?
Jeez, man. Man, this is tough. So my top 7 goes as followed. 5 or 6 is a tie for me. Number 1, Joker. Number 2, Greek Freak. Number 3, Chef Curry. Number 4, JT. Number 5, The Process. Number 5 and 6 tied. The Process and Look at the Don. They're tied for me. Number 7, KD. Man. 8, 9, and 10.
Damn.
If healthy, right? If healthy.
Yeah.
If
just
healthy.
Right now. Currently right now. Do you got Zion in your top 10?
No. I love Zion. Zion's top 30 with me, not top 10.
Okay. Just throw some names out.
There's Aiden Butler.
Devin Booker. There's the Kyrie Irvings of the world.
Top 10. Kyrie, let me see. Number 7, KD. Number 8. We're just talking about this right now, currently. So the D book, number 8 for me. Number 9, man.
Oh, Zach said Kawhi. I forgot about Kawhi.
You know what? I have to. Number 9.
Kawhi or Paul George. You could flip flop between them.
Take out book. Okay, scratch that. Take out D book and I'll put Kawhi at 8. Kawhi at 8.
LeBron ain't number 1 now, bro. I can't give the best player in the world. That's too high. I can't give LeBron number.
That's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give a guy number 1 if he's on the 8th seed, man.
I kind of see that kind of wrong. If LeBron
Yeah.
wins a title this year, you can make a case. If he wins a title
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah, but we're just talking right now. I mean, playoffs
Yeah.
is a complete different story. That's when you
Okay.
go 0-0.
Number eight, the Claw. I got the Claw
Right.
number 8. Number 9, 9, 10 is tough. You have to put. I got to put Butler in my top 10. I'm putting
Butler.
I got to put Jimmy.
Butler, Kawhi, Paul
Butler.
George. Butler, Kawhi, Paul George got to be like in a mix of each other, like battling with each other.
Butler's in my top 10 right now. I mean, if you take your team to 2 NBA Finals and you pretty much went demon mode in the first round, come on, Jimmy McBuckets, the Butler Bandit, has been. Yeah. So I got Butler number 9. I'm gonna put Jimmy McBuckets number 9.
Right.
Man, number 10 is a tongue twister. You have Bron, you have AD.
You give it to Bron. I think you have to give it to Bron.
Yeah, I say Bron number 10 because 80's too streaky with me. Bron
number 10. Because LeBron would be competing. You didn't say Paul George, right? So it'd be LeBron, Paul George, AD.
I think AD is better than PG-13.
AD got to get disqualified because he's playing with LeBron, and LeBron is playing at a more higher level.
Just out of the top 10. AD is just out of there. Yeah.
So you got to pick. It comes down to LeBron, Paul George. Yeah, I would say LeBron and Paul George. That's the last two.
Yeah, my number, if I were to go to top 15, my number 11 is AD, 12 PG-13. You can make a case for either guy being 11.
Right.
Number 13, man.
There's 13. I think we would have to get to the Dames and the Kyrie Irvings at that point.
I'll probably put. We're just talking about right now because I put Dame 13. Dame has me top 50. I've got Dame 13.
Okay. Tyrese Maxey.
He
on the come up.
He's on the come up. He's top 35. I don't think.
Oh my God! Wait! Hold up! Stop the press. We missing somebody. We did not just mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro.
SGA.
We just missed him. He got to be somewhere floating around that top 10, and he got the Thunder in what, like second, third seed?
That is a good point. Second seed.
We got to reward him, bro.
They're number 3 in the West.
Yes, we got to reward him with something. I can't put him in the 3rd seed currently right now.
It'd be a different. Get the 1 seed still. They're only 3 games back to get the 1.
Yeah, man. So look, dog, it's a lot. It's a lot,
hard
man.
To rank these things.
Man. Yeah, damn. Man, this is very interesting. I'm gonna have to really put this to the test and just go boom off. Really take it.
SGA's not better than Tatum. I love you, Z, man. Z, you're good guy. If you say SGA's better than Tatum, no disrespect to you as a person, man, you're wrong. Tatum's a better scorer. Tatum's a better playoff performer. Tatum's a better.
Boston is killing it this year. Boston is killing it.
Tatum's a better 3-point shooter. How's SGA better?
No. Halliburton not on this list, bro. No,
he's not. I love Hallie. Hallie's a dog. I love Hallie.
Yeah.
No
it's a little too early.
And Tatum
See, the finals. You got to pump the brakes on Halliburton a little bit.
SGA's not better. Yeah.
Too early.
I love
too
SGA.
Early.
SGA's not made the playoffs as number 1. SGA's been to the playoffs before at the same time with the Clippers, who's like the what? 3rd option as a Clipper behind Lou Will and Montrezl and OKC, 2nd option. How's SGA better than Tatum? He's not. I love you, man. He's a great player. So is Tatum. Tatum's a great player.
Yeah. So man,
he's not better. Stop. He's not better. No. Tatum led team to the finals and got even 2 games off Curry and the Warriors. SGA has to make the playoffs. SGA, he's had a great year. I love the guy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, has to make the playoffs as number 1 option in OKC before we see him, and has to have a deep playoff run before he says better than Tatum. Let's chill a little bit. He's not better than JT. Chill. JT was an MVP candidate last year.
Yeah, man. But this is very interesting, man. This is very interesting. I mean, you could since we got SGA on this list, bro, you could make a case that LeBron could be number 11 too.
You could make a case. You could make a case,
but I'm got to put at least one
I
Laker
know
in the
he was
top
playing
10.
a winning situation. At the same
I have to
time,
put
you
at
still
least
took
one Laker in
advantage
the
of that.
top 10 because they've been winning a good amount of
You got
regular
to look at
season
overall
games.
player though. You got to look at overall player though. Yes, I know team was playing a winning situation. Just because you're put in a winning situation doesn't guarantee anything. You could fail in a winning situation. Look at Harden. He was in a winning situation in Philly. He failed. Like
Harden was in a winning situation in the last few years, from Brooklyn
every single
Nets
time.
to the
LeBron,
76ers to
exactly.
now the Clippers.
Mm-hmm. Just because you're in a winning situation, you're not guaranteed success. You're not. So
yeah. Man,
so
actually, since we just brought this up,
he's not better than Tatum. He's not. So let's stop the
since we
nonsense.
just brought this up, bro, James Harden's been in a winning situation. Since Houston and up until now.
Like
From
if you
Houston
talk
to
about
now.
legitimate chance, really legitimate chance around like Houston, really legitimate chance.
Yeah.
OKC,
But no, bro, those are winning situations. Because if Kyrie and Kevin Durant are healthy and they playing with James Harden, you don't know what the outcome would have been.
Yeah, we would never know. It's all hypothetical. We would never know.
We would never know. But he's still been put in winning situations. That is a winning roster, nevertheless.
We love the beard. And James Harden had a bounce back season to this point.
And he's on a winning situation now. How are you not on a winning situation when you're playing with 3 other Hall of Famers?
Exactly. Let's see. Russ, PG-13 in the club. They're all Hall of Famers. Yeah.
That's all Hall of Famers right there. Easy. All right. So boom. You got to expect you're supposed to be winning. Or at least, you're put in a situation to win. You got nobody to blame but yourself if you don't play good. And he was put in a winning situation with Joel Embiid.
He was.
And Tyrese Maxey.
You had an MVP. You had all-star caliber. I'm saying caliber players in Harris and Maxey. Yeah. I'm saying caliber. They're not all stars, you know what I mean?
Though. Yeah, I feel you. I know.
And B's an MVP. You didn't even make again, Harden. Look, I will give Harden this. Is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. Is he a top 10 shooting guard of all time? In my opinion, yes. Is he a top 10 Houston Rocket of all time? Yeah. You gotta put Harden there.
De'Aaron Fox.
Wow, D Fox. You know
D
what?
Fox, we just forgot D Fox. This top 10 is getting even more harder.
Man, this is tough.
This top 10 is getting even more complex. I
gotta put Fox in my top 15. I can't disrespect the guy. Like if you're the best clutch player, arguably arguable in the NBA.
Yeah.
And you led the Kings to play first since 2006, and you went golf with Curry.
And bro, if the Nuggets are playing and Jamal Murray was playing a significant amount of games, we could have made a case for him if the Nuggets was kept winning.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
13. So
it's tricky, bro.
Let's see, 11-8. Let me see, 11 for me. AD. Well, if you talk about oh boy, this is tough.
Since you already did your top 10, you got to do Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 12 or 11 if you want.
I think SGA will be too high. I don't think it's better than a healthy PG-13.
Okay. So we're here at 13.
I don't think it's better than a healthy, I'm saying healthy AD. I'll be honest with you. I love SGA. He's not better than Fox. No, he's not. Okay. He's not.
No. That's good. That's good. Keep don't run down the golf. I think SGA. You know what? I'm glad what you're doing because you're rewarding guys that actually have a more track record of winning. And you're not rewarding SGA just for being hot. Congratulations to you for that. I like that. So he got to be somewhere. SGA or be somewhere around top 20.
Exactly. Stats could be overrated. That's my point on it. The stats are overrated. Like it's not just stats, it's eye test and also winning. So
thank you. Now you know the difference between inflated stats and what you call it, stats that don't have an impact on the game, non-effective stats. There's a bunch of things that factor in when you're just looking at numbers on a piece of paper.
You gotta watch the game.
Yeah. Gotta watch the game. This is what I've been saying about the Lakers for the past few years. Said LeBron was getting his numbers, but it wasn't effective. It wasn't helping the Lakers win. Hence, they got swept. I know it was close. Okay, some of those games was close, but getting swept is getting swept. You got nobody else to blame for that but yourself. It is what it is.
Okay, then. So let me see. 11 to 13. All right. This is not 11 through 13. I'll just say it's all a tie. You can make a case for either guy. 80, PG 13, Dame. They're all of a tie with all of a tie.
Okay,
Okay.
but is that 13, 14, and 15? That's what you're saying?
No, 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13 is all of a tie. You make a case for either guy being whatever. It's hard for me to rank 11, 12, 13 because there's too many.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, but we still gotta
number
have
14 Fox. Number 14 Fox. D Fox is 14.
Oh, so now you're gonna have left. Did you get Dame and Kyrie Irving?
Dame's there. Dame's in my top 13. He's there.
So what about Kyrie Irving? Is he on this list?
Man, Uncle Drew is top 20. Uncle Drew is top 20.
Is he over Shea Gilders?
Right now, if you talk about this season, no. This season, no. But this season, no. You know what? I'll give this. If you talk about right now, I'll give SGA the slight edge to Uncle Joe. Slight edge to Uncle. Slight.
So that makes him at 14.
15. SGA is 15.
Oh, okay, 15. Okay,
Uncle
so he's
at
at
top 20, yeah.
Okay, so he's 15.
Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards.
He's good. He's good. I mean, he's battling it out with even Karl Anthony Towns for like capo of the team. That's an interesting one.
Man, yeah. So
if I had to take a pick, Anthony Edwards or Cat, who's more of a top 20, I would slightly lean towards Anthony Edwards a little bit. I think the team is coming his more than Karl Anthony Towns.
Agreed.
So yeah.
Agreed.
Where would we rank our boys? Jalen Brunson. He may be somewhere like top 30.
Top 25. Randall's
top 25, top 30.
Randall's better than Brunson. I love Brunson. Yeah. How's Brunson better? Randall's better than Brunson, though. Brunson's just a better shooter. That's it. He's not a better defender. He's not a better rebounder. Mid-range is subjective because Randall has a mid-range too. 3-point is Brunson. So other than that, and also Brunson's more clutch in my opinion. Other than that, how is Brunson better than Randall? I love JB11. I love JB. I just think that JR30, aka Julius Randle, or Jules is what we call him. I think Jules is better than Brunson. Randall's top 25.
Okay, that's what's up.
Randall's a two-time All-Star. I love Brunson. I think Brunson should have been an All-Star last year. I digress. Randall's a two-time All-Star. Randall's better.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yep. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Randall's top 25. I got Brunson's like top 35 to 40 around there.
Okay. Here's the thing. What you think of the Draymond Green situation?
Come on, Dre.
Bro, I think he's gonna I don't know how many games they're gonna suspend him for, but he's at a point where he could not be in the NBA if he keeps doing it. He has to stop being a tyrant, bro. Dre needs to chillax. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny, all these things that he would have did. If he did this in the 80s and 90s, he wouldn't even been suspended.
More than likely.
That's the funny part about it. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he would have got suspension every here and there, but he would have got away with a lot more stuff. I'm just saying.
I think so.
But yeah, you just can't play like that. When you it's clearly that he's swinging on people. When you swinging on somebody, that's a complete different story. Mm-hmm. Nobody turns away like that and hits somebody in the top of the head. That's foul play.
That was foul. And Draymond did the Jackie Chan slap on Nurk. Woo!
Yeah, that's
come on. I like Dre, man. Dre needs to take a chill pill and just relax, man. It's okay to be passionate. At the same time, don't put your team in a ringer and yourself in a ringer, man. Because now you're 11 seed. Now, if you look at the Warriors, they're 2.5 behind the Suns. So right now, you're between a rock and a hard place with Golden State. So for them to get a springboard to their season, Chef Curry has to carry more of the load. Klay Thompson has to turn back the clock. CP3 has to turn back the clock. They got to utilize Kuminga more because he's been pretty much lost in the sauce all year. So it's if you're Dre, you're pretty much putting a death nail to the season by doing this. You gotta relax, man.
Hell yeah! And who's the worst team in the NBA to you?
The freaking Pistons, the Garbaggio, the Pistons. The game
I was
being
just I
every
was just
every
about to say that.
it's the Pistons. Every time teams play the Pistons, it's like a bye week. It's like they could
Yeah.
just sit back, fart, don't even try, and they win by 1 billion points. I feel
Yep.
so bad for Monty Williams and his team, man. Here's what's so weird about Detroit, right? The Pistons start
Right.
off the season 2-1. Here's
Right.
what's so weird. This team lost to Miami the first game of the year. Then they beat Charlotte and Chicago, so 2-game winning streak. They have not even seen a W since October 28th. How's that possible?
Yeah, that's just crazy, bro.
22 straight L's, and right now they're getting absolutely smashed in the land of the deer. So it's probably a Michael Jordan-esque 23 straight L's. Ouch.
Oh,
Which is about to be a franchise record, man. Did you know the
okay.
NBA record for most losses in a season consecutively, the most a losing streak I'm talking about in a season, just one season, is 26. Overall, it's 28. That was from 1 year to another year. If you're talking about in a season, it's 26 though.
By what team?
It was.
Do you know what team holds that record?
Let's see. It was the Cavs. I know the Cavs did that in 2011. I know that. And it was the Sixers. It was the Cavs in 2011, and the Sixers did that in 2014.
Okay. Damn.
So Detroit's on the verge of being on a dubious list.
Fucking crazy.
This is horrible, man. Yeah, if you're a Pistons fan, man, Chuck Daly is rolling over his grave, and Isaiah Thomas right now, Isaiah Thomas, I'm pretty sure is banging his head on a wall right now.
Yep, Joe Dumars, Bill Lambert, they all having problems right now.
Yeah, this is bad, man. Like, and they have talent though. This team has some talent. You have Cade Cunningham, Killian Hayes, Alec Burks, Marvin Bagley. You have Joe Harris as a 3-point champion. Like, you have Osar Thompson, Jalen Durham, who's been big. You have all the talent. It's retarded that they're just getting absolutely walloped like this.
Oh yeah. Now I can tell you a team that sucks, that just in need of being just dismantled. That's the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, they're not good. What's so weird about the Bulls is that they start off so slowly, and all of a sudden they're playing better without Levine. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, Zach LaVine is one of those guys that doesn't need to get traded. But I think they need to clean house a little bit and just get some draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see they're not going to win with that roster. It's an experiment that gone wrong. Just let it go. I mean, if you let Zach LaVine go on, you're most likely going to trade him for a bunch of role players and draft picks. Then DeMar DeRozan is not your franchise player. That's not a guy you want to be having for your franchise player this late in his career. So you need to trade him. He's going to want to go. So at this point, you just need to be rebuilding. Pretty much it. You know, and another guy I think that needs to go is Pascal Siakam. It's not because like, you know, he's a bad player or nothing. It's just the fact that Scotty Barnes is becoming like the dude on that team, and they arguably play damn near the same position. So it's like, just get rid of Pascal and let him move on to greener pastures. So that's my take on that. I think they should trade Pascal, DeMar, and Zach LaVine should be guys that should be on the trade block. And when do we have to trade deadline?
February 8th.
February 8th. Okay, so I don't know if a trade going to go down before one of those three guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of those three guys is moved. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's true. Double D. Yeah, Double D. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. So, you know, teams that can use a Spicy P, the Warriors can use Spicy P, the Kings can use a Spicy P, the Heat can consider using a Spicy P.
Oh yeah.
You know, a team that can use a Zach LaVine a little bit though. There's multiple. There's some teams. You can argue the Sixers. You can argue the Heat. You can argue the Thunder. So, yeah.
I think I'm glad you hit on it. I think the Heat and the Sixers need him the most.
They need scoring. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the Heat would be more of a perfect option because he would have a bigger role playing on the Miami Heat.
He'll be the number 2 option at best. He doesn't need to be the number 1. He'll be the number 2. Butler's the number 1.
Yeah. But he'll have a bigger role. Being the number 2 is a bigger role than perhaps 3 with on Philly.
Yeah, that's true. Because it'll be you can argue even number 2. You can argue even number 2 because the B being number 1, number 2 and 3 is subjective. Because Zach LaVine is arguably better than Maxey. Arguably.
Yeah. But I don't think he's gonna just fit in and just take that role. I think Maxey's still gonna have more plays run through him. And I mean Zach LaVine will have to earn it. But if he go to Miami Heat, it'd be almost a given that he'd be a second option. It's more easier. Especially on the scoring end. So he won't have that much competition if he goes to Miami as a second option. But Tyrese Maxey will give him some competition. At that position.
Right. And if you can complete that trade without trading Nick Batum, if you're the Sixers, though, that's a plus.
So, yeah. So, and what was the other guy? DeMar DeRozan. What is his best teams?
Let's see. The Heat. I don't think this is going to happen. The Heat, the Magic, the Thunder can use him.
Okay.
And what about the Kings? You think the Kings will fit with DeRozan?
I think so, but his best fit. I think he'd be good on the Knicks. But it's just a question. It's the question of what we giving up. But I think he'd be a good
spacing. I mean, what about spacing? His mid range is nice. I mean, I don't mind DeRozan. I do agree that depends what New York is giving up. So yeah.
I mean, I think he'd be a good fit on the New York Knicks. But it's just if we have to clean a house, I don't want to clean a house for DeMar DeRozan. I mean, you can't be asking too much.
Only probably for like a pick. They'll probably ask for like a pick.
Yeah. So I mean that'd be good. I would say the Knicks would probably be his best fit that he could fit in because we could use some perimeter scoring, and guys like even Julius Randle, he comes very predictable come postseason.
Yeah,
and Jalen Brunson, I mean he's good, but he's an undersized. He's a bit of a shorty. He's an undersized guard, and he gets a little figured out in a half court setting, and he goes on spurts when he just can't buy a basket.
That is true. That's true. Yeah.
I will have a little more steady, efficient, mid-range jump shooting.
DeRozan will take the pressure of those guys. That's true. DeRozan will take the pressure of those guys. That is true. And RJ is a better 3-point shooter, arguably. DeRozan is a better mid-range shooter, and better playmaker. He's a better player than RJ,
Oh, yeah. So
even though RJ's had a good year, even though RJ has slipped off as of late, RJ's had a pretty decent year. He was great last game. So what do you think about RJ Barrett this year? Do you think he's taking the next step? I think he has a little bit.
I think he has a little bit, but it's going to get to a point where the Knicks probably just going to be like, we're not going to sit around and keep waiting for him. I mean, if they got a chance to get a superstar or all-star, I think he's going to end up being on the trade block because in order to get something, you have to give something. You can't just be greedy and keep all your players. So somebody got to get
something to get back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about Emmanuel Quigley? You think Emmanuel Quigley is going to be gone? Because remember, New York, they're not giving that contract extension yet. So Quigley will be restricted, means that the Knicks can choose to keep Quigley or not. What do you think?
Well, I mean, him and RJ be good trading pieces. I mean, they're not giving him an extension. So I would say those are two good trading bargain pieces right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Knicks, we could have had Tyrese Halliburton too.
Yeah, we could have. We didn't drop the Obi. Yeah.
Man, there's so many players we missed out on. We could have had Steph Curry,
DeMar DeRozan, Michael Porter, Mikal Bridges, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Lowry, Joakim Noah. I'm talking about Joakim Noah right out of Florida, not the ghost of Joakim Noah after he left Chicago. Al Horford, Marcus Aldridge. Oh boy, Darren. Oh, good God, Miss Molly.
Zach say, who would you rather have, Shat Holmgren or Jaylen
Brown? Jaylen Brown. I love Shat. Jaylen Brown. He's better than Shat. He's a better defender.
And he's a little more proven right now.
He's more athletic. Well,
he went to the guard.
He's a better. Yeah, he's a better. I love Shat. Jaylen Brown. JB.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, Shat is just a rookie right now, man. He gotta. I got to see more from him. I got to see how he plays in the postseason because when teams get the plan for you, it's completely different from just playing different teams every night in the regular season
because
that
when
don't
you're in the
plan for you.
playoffs, you're playing the same team at least 7 times potentially.
Yeah, so yeah. Who's your rookie of the year?
As of right now, Shet. Shet.
Okay,
You could
that's
make a
what's
case
up.
for Wemby. I say Shet.
Okay, hold on. What the fuck is this big? Yeah.
I mean, because
Okay.
Wemby's had a big year. I also look at how impact. I mean, Wemby's had a great year. I think Shet, to me, 1, winning, 2, he's been big in fourth quarters, and 3, he's been big defensive. I'm going with Shet.
Yeah, too.
He's been thunderous.
I think Victor had a good start, but he started to cool off.
Yeah, he started to come down. He's been more inconsistent as of late. Yeah, he's played good defense the whole year. He has been more up and down. Yeah.
He's going to be a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year for a couple seasons.
Oh, yeah. Wemby? Yeah.
Yeah, just by default, because he could block shots just by default. So, because of his size, it's always going to be a challenge to get a shot off on him.
Yeah, he is a fly trap in the paint. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Tomorrow before we head up out of here, I got my Eagles tomorrow against the Seahawks.
No, that's Monday.
That's Monday. My bad. Monday. Who do you got on that?
I think Eagles beat the Seahawks, though. I think they'll beat Seattle. I think they'll
I'm gonna take your word for it. You've been right for the last 2 weeks or so. I mean, you said the Eagles was gonna lose to the Cowboys. You was right on that. You had the feeling, and you was right on that.
Cowboys just had too much running game. And on third out, did you know the Cowboys have won 15 straight home games? 15 straight home games. The Cowboys. Yeah. They have the best point differential in the NFL. And
Zach said we lost to the Cowgirls.
The Cowboys are not that bad as you see. The Cowboys actually look. I'm not saying they're winning the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. I think the Cowboys are a different team. With Pollard and Ferguson and Dak. Dak has had an MVP type season, man. I mean,
well, Zach, in order for us to call them Cowgirls, they got to be losing. Since they just beat my Eagles, I'm gonna have to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, and they beat him. No disrespect to man, they beat him down. They
gave us a beat down. They spacked us up. They kind of cooked us, man.
Lucky for you guys. They
cooked us in the kitchen.
Pretty much. Lucky for you guys. You guys could win the division. All you really need to do is win out. If the Eagles to win the NFC East, because you guys are tied with the Cowboys at 10-3, all you guys really need to do is win out. You have the Seahawks, Giants twice, and the Cards. So if you just win out, you're fine. For the Cowboys to win the division, two things will have to happen. Either way, you guys will have to lose another game for the Cowboys to win the division, and 2 things have to happen. Either the Cowboys will have to win out, or they have to beat the Lions and Commanders and split with the Bills and Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, the Cowboys have to win the next NFC games, and you guys will have to lose another game. If not, you guys are the NFC East on lock.
Hell yeah. Big Poppy, what up? You came in here a little late, boy. But yeah, man. Aren't you going back to the Philippines too, man? Now I have more Filipino visitors now. I hope that I know I played a little bit of a part in helping you go to the Philippines or getting the idea to go to the Philippines. So I'm glad you are enjoying it. It lived up to the reputation I said it was.
Right.
So, we about to be out of here. I'll be back for NFL Sunday tomorrow. And we're gonna just keep talking some more sports talk, keep it moving. And G's up. You know how it is, G Money.
You too. Stay safe, stay healthy. And man, the NFL playoffs is right around the corner. January 13th is when the fun really begins.
Woo! Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. I can't wait. I mean, nothing like playoffs for sports. Period. There's nothing like the playoffs. Yeah. In just about any sport. So yeah, it's amazing. And the Dodgers got their guy, man. He signed a
Showtime.
Showtime, baby. I mean, let's see if they could pull it off and win. You got arguably one of the greatest baseball players of all time on your team now. So it is what it is. We out, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, peace.